Hey there, Shayla Jinsade here. I want to talk about real learning being real fun, and there's a stigma I hear all the time, kids in school. They don't want to hear the word learning, they don't want to hear the word study, they don't want to hear the word school. All of these are very negative things because of institutionalizing children and the way that they're presented and forced to do all kinds of things that don't make sense. So I'm going to talk about a way introducing real science and real fun. One of the games that we played over the holidays, which is inclusive, any kids could participate with the adults and answer questions or listen and learn. And the ones who are writing, especially, are ready for this. But classification and understanding how we categorize things, living and unliving, and the way that we sort things out logically about what belongs and what doesn't belong. And classification can be very simple. Teaching a child to sort by color, teaching them to sort by shape, teaching them to sort by any other characteristic that they might have in common, maybe texture or some other thing that you notice that they have in common. Sorting games can be a great source of fun and learning. They're learning an idea of classification. And of course, the scientist that first began to classify a lot of things naturally in biology was Carl Linnaeus. And I like to kind of look at, sometimes how things changed. He came up with very simple ideas, and then as we got microscopes and added things and debated, we added more kingdoms to his simple, animal kingdom, plant kingdom. Of course, there's the minerals, the earth sciences. But the thing is that when you're talking about living things and you're looking at what they have in common, what they don't, Carl Linnaeus went through and, he had the vertebrates and the invertebrates and the mammals, any animal that gave birth to a live, offspring, and gave milk to support that young offspring. These were mammals, and he went forward, and it's always a fun game. This is what it is you take a Post-it note and you write on it, what am I? And this can be inanimate or animate. But even if you wanted to narrow it down and say, you have certain kingdoms that you want to learn or certain things that you want to learn with your child specifically, you could always narrow them down, to what we were going to use. But you put that object or creature on there, and then you tape it to the person's forehead next to you. And the whole group does this to the person next to them, and then they go through asking questions about what they are. But those questions are the same questions that we use, that Carl Linnaeus uses, to categorize those living things. And it's a great way to scientifically say, how do we categorize things without them even knowing? You can teach kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species with all of these fun games, and not have to deal with a balking child fussing at you about bringing everything into their life they hate that's associated with school. So there's a fun tip there for you guerrilla educators. And I hope that you have a great holiday. We played this on Christmas and it was a blast. I really hope you have some real science and real fun. And until next time, King Phylum called the class to order and said, "My family is a genius species." Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope you all enjoy time with your family. God bless you all.